Hi guys, on our last lecture we installed the Express.js. However, I realized that this is preset and it should be preset, so you can go ahead and correct your mistake or that mistake I made in your own local machine, because if it's preset your code might not work. So this morning we shall continue on installing other dependencies and proceed by installing our models and controllers and routes to enable our RESTful API work with Postgres using Squelize. So stay with me please. So the first thing I will install right now is Morgan. Morgan is just a logger. It helps logs our requests on our console right here. So I'll go ahead and add yarn add Morgan. So the next thing that I'm going to install is the cars, which is used for cross-origin request. Okay, once that is done, I'll be setting up my route and customizing a home or a landing page. So when the route is hit, it's going to display a message such as welcome to the home page, something like that. So first of all, I would create the route folder. Inside I'll have index.js and the .js. This index.js is just meant to export all my routes so that it can be imported from one exact place in other folders. So I'll show you what I mean, but for first let's customize our home. So you realize I'm using import here. That's made possible with the help from Babel. Okay, so what I did was router.route. This route function is going to specify the route I'm going to use, then the request, which is a get request. The get request takes two parameters, which is the request and the response. Sending this to this route. Export default route. So in my home here, I can do this. I'm just naming the export file I exported from the home.js. So I'm just naming it here, I'm giving it a name. So by the time I'm importing it in other files, I will be referencing that particular name. So I'll call it home router. From home. Good. And for now, this is my ESLint working. If we check the error, we can prefer default export. So right now I'll just go ahead and disable this rule. This is a rule that's been activated in the Babel, in the ESLint RC file. So however, I disable this rule, so it won't work here, and it won't flag the default as home router at the moment. You can always remove it or go and set it as a rule to be ignored in the ESLint RC files. You can add it here. Just add a rule, but I won't be doing that. So the next thing I want to do is to create a file called app.js. I'm going to break down the server here so that I'll be able to use the extra features I installed, such as the Morgan or the crows, which shall be used in my middlewares. So here's what I'm going to do. The first thing I want to do is import okay, before I do that, let me confirm you have my .env here. Okay, I do. So in case your package.json is different from mine, this is what mine says. These are the installations I've run, these are the dependencies I've installed. So you can always check out the code which I would put in the description. The URL to the code on GitHub shall be there, so you can always check the code and confirm with what you have and let me know. In case you run into an error, you can always drop your comment. I'll definitely get back to you on it. So the first thing I want to do is import .env from .env. .env is used when we have an env file. When we have our configurations in env file, the .env helps us to connect, to make a right connection with our env files. We still create our env files. I'll show you how to create an env file. Just stay with me, please. The next thing I'll do is import express. Then import Morgan. Okay, import cars. Okay, that's been done. .env config. I don't have any configuration in my .env file yet. I'll do that very soon. So the next thing is to create an app variable and set it to the express. Now app.use express just JSON. My bad. So what this line of code is doing is that whatever request we're making, whatever response we're making, we want it in JSON format. Okay, so the next thing is to use So then app.use, we want our application to be using all these dependencies. We want Morgan, then we want it to use the cars. Okay, you can set a base route just to make everything clean. It's optional though. I'll show you how my base route works, but now I'll set it to Resful API. Okay. Now, one thing I forget to install will be my routes, which I exported. So I'll just say home router, sorry, pardon me, from routes. So this is how I want this to work. I'll leave a comment here, connect with routes. So app.use, I want to use the base URL first. Okay, this right here is the ES6 method of writing a string and concatenating it with a variable. Okay, we could have easily done something like this. This would have worked. However, I don't want to do it this way, so I'll go ahead and do this. Route. So we can export default app. I think that's good. So my server.js, since I've added a lot of things to my server, it will just be like an output file. So the first thing I'll do is clean this up for now. Import app from app. Okay, then my port can be process.env.port or 7000. Then I'll just listen to that port. Okay, so what I want to do at the moment is create my env file. .env, then I'll have another one. Okay, so env example is the one I'll push to my Git repo to see how my env file is configured. So we can have port number here. My env, however, I'll have a port equals 7000. Okay, I realized I forgot to put my route here. It's a mistake, big mistake on my part. So that's fixed, and come in here. is working. So the next thing for us to do on our code would be to create our model